Hey there, welcome to From a Noob for a Noob, a request to Sports Interactive for some changes that are going to be noob friendly in Football Manager 2018. Now, if you watched my video about 5 or 6 days ago where I reviewed Sports Interactive's video of the headline changes for FM18, there should be a card popping up for that over in that cornerish area somewhere over there. I went through some of the things, but I said in that video, hey, I haven't been playing Football Manager for a decade. I've been playing like a year, right? I got into a little bit of FM16 and then hopped headfirst into Football Manager 2017, started making YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. And that's why you're here, right? But there's been some things, and again, as we get into this, there may be things that I say that need fixing that you're like, mate, you can do that over here. Click that button, do that. 100% appreciate those comments. Educate me, and maybe you'll help somebody else that comes and sees the video as well. So if I say something that you're like, hey, knucklehead, that's already in the game, cool, absolutely fine. So I've got about 4 different things off the top of my head that I'd love to see fixed. So let's hop into the first one. All right, so the first thing I'd like to see fixed is goalkeepers. Now, to be fair, Miles, who's like the director at SI, is on Twitter, and I'm sure he gets all kinds of horrible messages, but people quite often say, like, are you going to fix goalkeepers? He's like, once goalkeepers are fixed in real life, I will. That's funny. So, like, I'm okay with goalkeepers doing dumb things, right? Like, that's logical. You see that happen. One of the things that bothers me is penalty kicks. I don't think you're going to see it in this one, but I just want to have something playing. Like, a little bit of that, where it's like, he gets beat. That's fine. He goes too far. It goes behind him. Like, that would actually happen in real life. But I've seen it, and it could just be a representation of what happens in the game, because obviously the game is crunching a bunch of numbers and then visualizing it for you with the match engine. But I feel like sometimes you have the guy line up to take the penalty kick. He kicks it, and it's like pretty much past the goalkeeper, and then the goalkeeper goes, ugh! And like dives at the very end. And I just don't think, I've not seen that in real life. Watched a goalkeeper go like, the ball's coming at me, it's almost to me, it's almost the goal line, and I'm not gonna dive to the left now. I don't think that's very realistic. There's been issues with goalkeepers. The near post has been a problem, at least in my games, where it's just like most goalkeepers will defend the near post. Like, that's kind of like your first primary job. If someone's over here, you probably want to defend that post before you defend that post. Now, you don't want to go all the way. Like, I get it, right? And if they Ronaldo it, like I guess in Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League game, he smashed one home like unbelievably on the near post. So props to him. But is that really going to happen in the Scottish League One? You know, like, maybe, maybe not. So that's been a bit of an issue. So I'm not saying goalkeepers are just like horribly broken, because they do make mistakes in real life. Like, there was the game, I can't remember, I think it was last season, where it was like they were trying to not get relegated, and they passed it back to the goalkeeper, and he just whiffed, and it went in as an own goal, and it cost them their season. Or maybe it was to get promoted. I can't remember. So, like, mistakes happen. I think for me, it's more of the match engine doing weird things, and it's like, I've never seen a goalkeeper dive after the ball is pretty much almost past them, right? Like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you'll leave a link in the comments like, watch this goalkeeper do something stupid. Cool, fair play. But that's the first thing I'd like to see fixed. So here's one of the things I would like to see fixed in Football Manager 2018. So training as a whole is a bit of a mess, if I'm being honest. The team training, which we'll talk about in a second, I mean, it's just kind of, I just leave it unbalanced and like whatever, right? Match tactics until we learn the tactic, and then we can go attack or defensive positioning, whatever. But the individual training, this is just one of my, I have an idea of why it might happen, but it just bothers me. So we got Godsway Donyo here. He's in my BK for M save with dominating Denmark. He's been working on technique, and now he's saying, okay, I feel like the training I've been assigned to is not producing any results. He says, okay, let's improve his composure. All right, let's do that. Nope, let's improve his technique. And it's like, well, which one is it? Now, my guess is that it's like somewhere inside of Football Manager 17, it's saying, hey, these are like really close. Like, this is like option A and option A minus 0.0001. So it's like, okay, so now we go technique. And it's like, no, let's improve his composure. And it's like, make up your mind. And then you go to composure and it goes away. So I don't know what it is inside of the individual training that's like glitchy, but I'd love to see them fix that because it's really, really annoying. And again, if you go look at the team training, you know, you can do a little bit of team cohesion at the beginning part of the season, whatever, but it's like it's kind of just meh. I feel here. I think there could be a lot of improvements done in the training aspect overall, but my big beef is when it tells me, hey, you should work on this instead, and then you click on it, and it's like, oh no, I changed my mind. You go work on the other thing, and then you go work on that, and it's like, oh no, the other thing I originally told you, that's what you really to get it to where they're content. That's what you should really do. Another thing I'd like to see fixed, and maybe I should put this first, is it's more of just a overall noob friendliness. So they have the like the yellow dots in this version. I don't even have it turned on because I turned them. You clicked them all off, right? So like, and it gives like some idea of what you should be doing on each screen, but there's no like extensive tutorial. And so here's an example, right? So in my saves, a lot of my saves, I use small teams that I'm trying to get up into like the premier divisions of their leagues, right? And that means you need money. And so I discovered that if you run leagues in preseason or postseason or winter breaks or whatever like that, and you invite really big teams like Arsenal to your stadium to play against some other teams, you can generate a lot of nice income for a team, which is cool. But funny thing, so one, I'd like there to be options to where it's like, I'm trying to maximize income. Like, give me a maximize income button where I can click down here and it auto picks the 3 best teams that go together to maximize income. Or like maximize income, but maximize chances of winning. Something like that, because it is a real pain in the butt to come in here and go like, okay, what if I pick them and them? What happens? Okay, we're losing. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pick another one. Hey, okay, no, we're losing money here, so let me go see if I can, okay, if I drop these guys and I go here, no, now we're still really losing money, so let me go back, and it's just very, like, you have to do a lot of searching, and maybe they're trying to say, like, that's what happens in real life, but I'm not exactly convinced by that. So that's kind of annoying, but even if you figure out which teams are going to make the most money for your club through lots of clicking, I did not know, like, when I first did this, I was like, why can't I confirm? Like, did these teams not want to come? Like, what's the deal? And I didn't realize, because this is, like, you notice how that's just slightly darker shaded? It has a very teeny tiny asterisk next to it. All items with that asterisk must be filled in. I mean, you gotta eventually notice that as you're going, like, why won't this work? But wouldn't it be nice if there was something, like, if this was, like, bright yellow, or anything other than the same color with a teeny tiny asterisk next to it, to where you go, oh, a league, and you click off, and you have to click off too, and then it goes, oh, you can confirm this. Oh, well, thanks for that. That's such a simple fix. Or like, make this giant, or a red arrow or something to make this a little more noticeable would be really, really nice, and it's a simple fix, so I'd like to see that implemented. All right, the last fix that I'd like to see implemented in FM18 involves board requests. So take BK Frim, right? So we really needed youth facilities for quite some time, and eventually we got them. But as we were growing, you know, you go to request the facilities, and it's like, we can't afford that. And it's like, well, I don't know how much it's going to cost, right? So I think it would be really nice if it gave you a ballpark figure. I'm not saying it has to be the exact amount as if like you already know, but like give me an idea of how much money I need to have in the bank to get better youth facilities or better training facilities, or like how much is it? I have no idea what the junior coaching budget is. If we increase it, is that reasonable, right? Like how much is it going to be increased to? How big of a chunk is that going to take out of our finances? Because obviously managing the books is an important part of FM18. So it's just one of those things where if it's gonna deny you based on how much something costs, I think you should know how much it costs before you ask, or at least a ballpark figure of it, so that you could go, I'm probably not going to bother asking for that because, well, it's going to cost £1 million and we have 116,000. And they're probably not going to say yes to that. That's again, I think a simple fix. That's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this stuff. So I've given you a couple different things to think about as to what I would like to see different in FM18. Now it's your turn. In the comments, why don't you share what you would like to see different in FM18? Do you think I'm crazy on some of the things that I put in there? Or, do you agree? What else would you like to see? Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it took a couple extra days to come out, but we'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, comment. Bye. We'll see you later.